Ever dreamed of hitting the trails without draining your bank account? What if you could get a solid off-road SUV for under $5,000? Surprisingly, there are plenty of capable 4x4s out there that won't cost you a fortune. Whether you're into rock crawling, trail riding, or just weekend adventures, some of these older models are still built tough. In this video, we're going to look at the best used 4x4 SUVs you can buy for under $5,000. We'll break down their off-road features, point out what to look for before you buy, and show you how to get real value without sacrificing capability. If you're looking for budget-friendly 4x4s, Jeep has some real gems under $5,000. And some of them are still trail-ready today if you know what to look for. First is the Wrangler YJ, the one with the square headlights. It was the bridge between the old-school CJ and the more modern Wranglers. Starting in 1991, the fuel-injected 4.0-liter six-cylinder became available, which gave it solid power. And by 1995, it had an improved suspension and optional ABS, which made a big difference off-road. This Jeep is a blast on the trails, with solid axles that provide great articulation. But be cautious when buying. Look out for rust on the frame, windshield, and doors. Also check for poorly done modifications and worn-out motor mounts. The hydraulic slave cylinder is another common issue. Still, for pure off-road fun under $5,000, the YJ is a top contender. The Jeep Cherokee KJ, also known in some markets as the Liberty, is another solid option. It's a bit newer and has that classic angular Jeep look. You'll find models with different trims like Sport, Limited, and Renegade, along with engine options including 2.5, 2.4, and 3.7 liters. Its off-road reputation holds strong thanks to Jeep's commitment to capability. It's a tough little SUV if you get one that's been cared for. Always check the maintenance history before buying to avoid hidden headaches. If you're looking for reliability with a bit more muscle, Nissan has some underrated off-roaders that you can still find under $5,000. These vehicles pack solid features and proven durability, especially for budget trail riding. The Nissan Xterra is a no-nonsense off-roader built with adventure in mind. It comes with a low-range four-wheel drive system and a 3.3-liter V6 engine that delivers between 170 and 210 horsepower, depending on the trim. Some models are even supercharged and can tow up to 4,000 pounds. For the price, the Xterra holds up well. The base V6 models with manual transmission are often recommended. If you plan on getting serious about off-roading, upgrading the front differential is a smart move. It already offers good ground clearance and solid approach angles. Before buying, check for steering issues and make sure the timing belt has been replaced if the mileage is over 100,000. Supercharged versions might also have knock sensor problems, so have it inspected properly. The Pathfinder is another strong pick, especially if you want something rugged with true off-road capability. It has low-range gearing and a lockable differential, which gives it great traction and articulation on rough terrain. With a few mods, it turns into a real workhorse. It's often seen as a more affordable alternative to something like a Land Rover Discovery. Just make sure the maintenance history checks out to avoid surprise repairs down the line. Suzuki might not be the first name that comes to mind when you think of off-roading, but for lightweight, go-anywhere capability, these little rigs can seriously impress. They're small, simple, and built for tight, technical trails. The Suzuki Samurai is a favorite among off-roaders who love compact builds and easy modifications. It has a short wheelbase, a high center of gravity, and a 1.3-liter four-cylinder engine that puts out around 63 horsepower. It's not fast, but it's incredibly nimble and durable. Many people add lift kits and swap engines to unlock its full potential. It's great for rock crawling and tight trails. That said, there are common issues to look out for, including rust, broken door handles, and transfer case mount problems, especially in modified versions. But the good news is that parts are widely available since over 200,000 were sold. Don't let its size fool you. The Suzuki Jimny is a beast off-road. It's light, simple, and comes with a low-range gearbox. Add a lockable differential, and you've got a vehicle that can go almost anywhere, especially on narrow technical trails. Its 1.3-liter engine is torquey and dependable, but make sure to check for noisy gearbox bearings, rust around the suspension mounts and boot floor, and water leaks. Steering can feel a bit shaky at higher speeds, but in the rough, this little SUV shines. Now let's talk about a brand that surprises a lot of people when it comes to off-roading: Subaru. While they're not built for extreme trails, models like the Forester and Outback are fantastic options for light off-road use, especially if you're into dirt roads, snow, and muddy paths. The Subaru Forester might look more like a city car than a trail warrior, but don't underestimate it. With up to 8.7 inches of ground clearance, all-wheel drive, and a surprisingly capable suspension, it handles muddy trails better than you think. It even comes with a viscous locking center differential, which helps keep traction on uneven ground. Manual transmission models are the better pick here, and if you throw in a small lift kit, the Forester can hold its own on light off-road trips. Just be warned about one common issue: head gasket failure. It's not a deal breaker, but definitely something to check before buying. If you need a bit more cargo space, the Outback gives you the same capability as the Forester, but with a longer body and more room inside. It shares the same all-wheel drive system and also rides with 8.7 inches of ground clearance. This one also works best in manual versions, and newer models from the year 2000 onward come with a viscous limited-slip rear differential. Just like with the Forester, watch out for head gasket issues. But with some basic mods, the Outback is a dependable choice for light trails, especially in winter or wet conditions. No list of off-road vehicles is complete without Toyota. Their reputation for reliability is almost unmatched, and yes, you can still find some excellent Toyota 4x4s under $5,000. The Land Cruiser Prado is built tough. It's practical for families, but also rugged enough to handle real off-road terrain. These models are known for their durability and have been used around the world in some of the harshest conditions. If you're hunting for one under budget, look for earlier models and be prepared for some wear and tear, especially with high mileage. But if it's been well maintained, this SUV can keep going for hundreds of thousands of miles without a fuss. If you need space for the whole crew, the Toyota Sequoia might be your best option. It's a full-sized SUV with a V8 engine, room for up to 9 people, and decent off-road ability. While it leans more toward comfort and highway cruising, it still holds its own on light to moderate trails if equipped with all-wheel drive. At this price point, it's all about finding one with a clean maintenance history. If you do, you'll get serious space and a strong engine in one big and capable package. Now let's move on to Ford. While not as rugged as some of the others on this list, it's still a solid option if you're sticking to light trails and back roads. The Ford Escape is a compact SUV that's easy to drive, affordable, and pretty capable for what it is. Many versions come with all-wheel drive, and it offers decent ground clearance along with good visibility. It's not meant for serious rock crawling, but if your idea of adventure is dirt roads, muddy paths, or snow-covered trails, the Escape can handle it. Look for a version with AWD and make sure the maintenance history checks out. Kia might surprise you in this category, but one of their early models actually has some real off-road potential. This early Sarrento wasn't your typical crossover. It came with a body-on-frame design, a low-range transfer case, and a solid rear axle. That's serious 4x4 hardware, and it gives the Sarrento good off-road capability, especially on steep and rocky trails. Pre-facelift versions even included a limited slip rear differential, which improves traction in slippery conditions. The interior is roomy and comfortable, and it has a reputation for being reliable when maintained properly. Just be aware of potential issues. Fuel tank delamination, rust on abused models, and transmission problems in manuals are the common trouble spots. But if you find one in good shape, it's a hidden gem for off-roading on a budget. Now, if you're looking for comfort and luxury without giving up off-road capability, Land Rover might be what you're after. But you'll need to be very careful when buying used. This one is a beast off-road. It's been driven to the top of a mountain by Jeremy Clarkson, and it comes with advanced traction systems that can handle just about anything you throw at it. On top of that, the Discovery 3 offers top-tier comfort with a luxury interior. But here's a catch: it's known for reliability issues. Common problems include snapped crankshafts, electrical glitches, bad EGR valves, leaky sunroofs, and coolant mixing with gearbox oil. If you're serious about getting one, make sure it comes with a full service history and has been properly looked after. For those willing to take the risk, the Discovery 3 offers incredible off-road capability with serious style. The Dacia Duster is simple, light, and capable. It has a lockable center differential and comes ready for adventure, especially with proper all-terrain tires. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done and does it well. Early models can have rust issues and a bit of a rattly interior, but if you're looking for affordable off-road value, the Duster checks a lot of boxes. With proper care and maybe a few upgrades, it's one of the best budget off-roaders you can get in this price range. Now let's wrap up with a name that's often overlooked but absolutely deserves a spot on this list: Mitsubishi. The Mitsubishi Shogun is a proper old-school 4x4. With the right tires, it can go toe-to-toe with a Land Rover Discovery or even a Toyota Land Cruiser. It comes fully loaded with off-road gear and offers great value, especially if you go for the 3-door version. It's a serious off-roader that can handle steep climbs, mud pits, and rocky terrain without breaking a sweat. But like every older SUV, it does have its weak points. Keep an eye out for non-functioning 4-wheel drive modes, fuel pump issues on diesel versions, sagging rear suspension, and failing dual-mass flywheels on manuals. If you find one that's been properly maintained, the Shogun is a powerful, underrated pick that won't let you down on the trail. So, there you have it. If you're dreaming of off-road adventures without spending a fortune, these budget-friendly 4x4s prove that you don't need to break the bank to break free from the pavement. Just remember, these are older rigs, and with age comes wear. Always do a thorough inspection or get a trusted mechanic involved before making a purchase. Now, which of these budget 4x4s would you take on your next off-road adventure? Or do you already own one of them? Share your story or recommendation in the comments, and if you found this guide helpful, give the video a like, subscribe for more practical car insights, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a new upload.